Hi, good evening. Welcome to the committee meeting for Public Works and Transportation for July 22nd, 2025. Madam Clerk, may we have the roll call and posting of the agenda, please, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Chair MacArthur and Committee Member Basua, just for the record, Vice Chair Theran is joining us virtually from Visalia Marriott at the Convention Center, so as stated in the agenda.
Thank you.
Chair MacArthur,
I'm here.
Committee Member Basua.
Here.
Committee Member Theran.
Here.
The agenda for this meeting was posted in the kiosk at City Hall, the Oxnard Public Library, the city administrative offices, and on the city's website on Tuesday, July 15th. Thank you.
Thank you. If I can have everyone stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. If you can repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We'll go to public comments for items not on the agenda and non-action items. Madam Clerk, are there any public speakers for this item?
And Chair MacArthur, we have two speaker cards submitted.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Mr. Ray Blattel, followed by Fabio Vitale.
I'll be yielding my time to Mr. Blattel.
That's it. Come on up, Mr. Blattel.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
LMDs have been a sore point for me ever since I've learned what they are. First of all, LMDs are a sneaky way to get the homeowner to pay extra for the maintenance of city-owned properties within the LMD boundaries. This is in addition to the tax money we pay already for the city to maintain its property external to LMDs. It is my understanding in order to establish an LMD, a vote must be conducted by the homeowners. However, at the time the vote was taken, there were no homeowners or even homes. The development had not been completed. So who voted? Certainly not any homeowners. The city and or city council and the developer voted, the two parties who definitely benefited by forcing someone else to pay for the maintenance of property that isn't even theirs. What would have been more democratic would be to conduct a vote with the actual homeowners after all homes were completed and occupied. Furthermore, perhaps another vote should have been conducted 7 to 10 years following the initial vote. As ownership changes, as so might the opinions of the homeowners. This is the way the birth and continuance of LMD should go down. If we are going to pay for this maintenance, we should have the vote, yea or nay, do we want to continue paying for the city-owned property? I gave you guys some material to look at, okay? Please look at that. Notice how poorly the general benefit area is maintained and how badly it looks. This is along Gonzales between Entrada and Bahia. These photos were taken during a single walkthrough, not weeks or days. I did it just one walkthrough. Trash, weeds, and leaves all over the area. Apparently this area is maintained on a monthly basis. My LMD is maintained weekly. Why is there a different quality standard for general benefit areas compared to LMDs? My LMD in particular. Certainly more residents and visitors see the general benefit area along Gonzales, vice my neighborhood. The response that I received is there is no funding for additional maintenance for the general benefit areas. However, I bet as you negotiate the increased salaries and benefits for the unions in this city, such as the SEIU unit council is currently considering, you will you will find the funds to pay for it. Just wait and see. Another response was, don't buy a house in an LMD or move if you don't like it. Both are very immature and condescending responses and skirt the point. What if you don't know that that the house you're buying is at an LMD? Realtors don't always reveal everything. They didn't tell me, assuming they even knew. And why should I move just because the city is taking advantage of my neighbors and myself? Let's just get this issue corrected. Put LMDs on the next ballot and see if the neighbors really do care enough to pay for the maintenance of the city properties within the LMD boundaries. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Blatel, for your comments. I've taken some notes. Madam Clerk, any other public speakers on the non-agenda items?
Chair MacArthur and Committee Member Basua and Vice Chair Theran, we do not have any additional speakers in person or virtually for items not on the agenda. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go now to the consent agenda. The only item I see here is the approval of the minutes for the June 24th and July 8th, 2025 Public Works and Transportation Committee meeting. Any members have any questions or comments? If no questions or comment, is there any public speakers on this item, Madam Clerk?
Chair MacArthur and committee members, we do not have any public speakers on the information and consent agenda in person or virtually. Thank you.
Thank you. What's the pleasure of the committee members on the consent agenda?
I'll move the recommended action.
I will second.
Madam Clerk, call for the vote.
Committee Member Basua,
Here.
Vice Chair Theran,
Yes.
and Chair MacArthur,
Yes,
and this motion carries 3-0. Thank you.
thank you. We'll go to item D1 from the Public Works Department. This is the agreement with Parkhouse Tire Service, DBA Parkhouse Tire Inc. for tire rethreading and repair services. The recommendation is that the Public Works and Transportation Committee recommend that the City Council approve and authorize the mayor to execute an agreement with Parkhouse Tire Service, Inc., DBA Parkhouse Tire Inc., for a total amount not to exceed $1 million for an initial term of 1 year from September 4th, 2025 to September 3rd, 2026, with an option for 4 consecutive 1-year period extensions ending September 3rd, 2030, to provide tire rethread and repair services. And we have staff from Public Works here to answer any questions. Do any committee members have any questions of staff on this item? Mayor Pro Tem, Councilwoman Basua? Okay. Anyone wishing to speak on this item, Madam Clerk?
Chair MacArthur, we do not have any speakers virtually or in person for report D1. Thank you.
Thank you. What's the desire?
I'll move the recommended action.
Thank you. Mayor Pro
I
Tem?
will second.
Wonderful. Madam Clerk, off the vote.
Vice Chair Theran,
Yes.
Committee Member Basua,
Yes.
and Chair MacArthur,
Yes.
and this motion carries 3-0. Thank you.
The next item on the agenda is item D2 from Public Works, agreement with Eurofence Eaton Analytical for lab testing services. The recommendation is that the Public Works and Transportation Committee recommend that the City Council approve and authorize the mayor to execute an agreement with Eurofence Eaton Analytical LLC for initial term of 1 year from October 1, 2025 to September 30th, 2026, with the option for 4 consecutive 1-year period extensions ending September 30th, 2030, for a total contract amount not to exceed $2,325,000 for lab testing services for the Public Works Department. Staff from Public Works is here to answer any questions the committee may have. Before any committee discussions, I'll take public comment. Is there any public speakers on this item, Madam Clerk?
And Chair MacArthur, we do not have any public speakers in person or virtually for this item. Thank you.
Thank you. Any committee members have any questions from staff, Public Works on this item? I don't have any myself. Any?
Yes, Chair, I do.
Go ahead.
Just a quick question. I'm wondering if we have staff who can just briefly summarize what some of these testing services are and how we utilize them as a city.
Certainly. Good evening, Committee Chair, Committee members. Tim Beeman, Assistant Director of Public Works, overseeing water and wastewater. And so these testings are for regular compliance with different permits that we have for within different divisions. And so for the water and wastewater division, we have our MPDS permit, which is our discharge into the ocean. We also have additional permits that we might require for construction. As part of the division of drinking water, we do have to do regular sampling on our water system. And so those samples are taken regularly throughout the week and submitted to the state for regulatory compliance. We also do have one-offs on occasion where if there's a particular project that we need testing done or before we enter something back into the system, we do place it in as part of that process.
Thank you. Any other questions, Mayor Pro Tem?
No, thank you very much, Mr. Beeman.
Thank you. There's no further comments or questions. No speakers. Madam Clerk, I'll call for the vote.
And for the record, we do not have any public speakers in person or virtually for this item. Committee Member Basua?
Yes.
Chair MacArthur?
Yes.
Vice Chair Teran?
My apologies. Can you remind me who made the motion?
I will move the recommended action.
Okay, I'll second. My apologies on that.
No, my bad. Well, retake
We'll
the
just
vote.
retake the vote. Committee Member Basua?
Yes.
Chair MacArthur?
yes.
And Vice Chair Teran?
Yes, thank you.
And this motion carries 3-0. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go to the next item on the agenda. This is item D3 from Public Works. Agreement with Joseph Garcia, DBA Casamar Group, LLC for on-call labor compliance services. The recommendations of the Public Works and Transportation Committee recommend that the City Council approve and authorize the mayor to execute an agreement with Joseph Garcia, DBA Casamar Group, LLC for a total amount not to exceed $1 million with an initial term of 1 year from October 15, 2025 to October 14th, 2026, with an option for 4 consecutive 1-year period extensions ending October 14th, 2030 for on-call labor compliance services. And staff from Public Works is here to answer any questions. Do any committee members have any questions of staff on this particular item before we go to public speakers? Mayor Pro Tem? No? Okay. Councilwoman Basua? No? Okay. Any public speakers on this particular item?
Chair MacArthur and committee members, we do not have any public speakers in person or virtually for this report. Thank you.
Thank you. Call for the vote. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I call for the vote, just I'll entertain a motion in a second.
I'll move the,
I'll move the recommended action.
Okay.
I will second.
Sorry. Call for the vote, Madam Clerk.
Chair MacArthur,
Yes.
Vice Chair Teran,
Yes,
Committee Member Basua,
Yes.
and this motion carries 3-0. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go to item D4 from Public Works. Agreement with Arbopro Inc. for urban forestry services. The recommendations of the Public Work and Transportation Committee recommend that the City Council approve and authorize the mayor to execute an agreement with Arbopro Inc. for a total amount not to exceed $363,186 with an initial term of 2 years from September 3rd, 2025 to September 2nd, 2027, with the option for 1 consecutive 1-year period extension ending September 2nd, 2028 for urban forestry services. Staff from Public Works is here to answer any questions. Any committee members have any questions of staff on this item before we open it to public speakers? I see Mayor Pro Tem has a question. Go ahead, Gabe.
yes, thank you very much. I'm just wondering if we can get a brief summary on this and the services provided. As I know, tree removal has been a topic that has come up with frequency, just so that the public can hear this.
Chair MacArthur and committee members, Steve Hallett, Assistant Public Works Director. So this agreement with Arbor Pro is coming through a U.S. Forestry Services grant. They have $1 billion available for communities to enhance their forestry programs. The city applied for this grant, and in August of 2024, the city received $984,925 in grant funds to work on our urban forestry program. This program is being monitored through the U.S. Forestry Services consultant, Green Latinos, who we have a subcontract with. And the purpose of this particular contract is to do an inventory of all of our city trees. I do not have a record of when the last time a complete inventory was done. We've always estimated the trees to be around 48 to 54,000. So this will be a complete inventory of all of our trees. And then a level 2 assessment of each tree. Level 2 assessment is when an arborist physically goes out to each tree and does a visual inspection of the tree. And from this, they confirm the size, the health, the species, any red flags for conditions, which will also generate a report of their recommended trees for removal. So this will also include trees such as our eucalyptus trees that we have done every 2 years. They will recommend any trees that need to be removed for safety purposes. This agreement with Arbor Pro will also provide education for our tree staff, and it'll provide community education and outreach for school kids as well as residents of the community. So with this, going back to Committee Member Turan's question about tree removals, we do not know how many trees what the count count for the removal will be. That's to be determined. But this grant, this agreement with Arbor Pro is for $363,000, yet the grant is for $984,000. So we have capacity for future agreements to do any tree removals and tree plantings. Now, as committee members may remember, we already had another consultant come in, Dudek, to do an assessment of our tree program and provide trees for recommendation and trees for removal. So we will use that recommendation for trees. When trees are removed, we'll use recommended trees, putting the right tree in the right place. So there's more to come. This is one of several steps for our tree management program.
Any other questions or comments, Mayor Pro Tem?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Howlett. Just as a last question to that, from an operational side, will this tree inventory include all trees or only general fund trees, or will special district trees be included? Just wondering about that.
All trees that are managed and maintained and owned by the city. So this includes all of the special district trees, all of the general fund trees, golf course trees. If it's on city property or maintained by the city, then it will be included in the inventory.
Great, thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm very excited about it myself. I think it's clear I'm very much into modernizing our city and enhancing our green areas, and so looking forward to the recommendations and actually aggressively replanting, right, the trees that are missing. And it's good to hear that we've got that grant and we still have capacity in there, seeing that this is just shy of 400,000 and our grant is above 900. So I'm excited about just getting that report and looking forward to the replanting of new trees. So thank you. I move the motion as recommended.
I will second.
Madam Clerk, any speakers on this particular item before calling for the vote?
Chair MacArthur and committee members, we do not have any public speakers virtually or in person for this item. Vice Chair Teran?
Yes.
Committee Member Basua?
Yes.
Chair MacArthur?
Yes,
And this motion carries 3-0. Thank you.
thank you. We'll go to item D5 from Public Works. This is information technology software agreement with Paradigm Software for scale house operations for the Environmental Resources Division. The recommendation is that the Public Works and Transportation Committee recommend that the City Council approve and authorize the mayor to execute an information technology software agreement with Paradigm Software for a total amount not to exceed $504,325.98 for a term of 5 years ending September 30, 2030. And staff is here to answer any questions we may have. Any committee members have any questions on staff on this item before we go to public comment? I don't have anything. It was pretty clear cut here. Madam Clerk, any public speakers?
Chair MacArthur and committee members, we do not have any public speakers in person or virtually for this item. Thank you.
Thank you. I will entertain a motion to move the recommended action.
I will move the recommended action.
And I'll second.
Madam Clerk, call for the vote.
Committee Member Basua?
Yes.
Chair MacArthur?
Yes.
Vice Chair Teran?
Yes.
And this motion carries 3-0. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the comprehensive reports. It makes it really effective to do these meetings. Unless a member has any item for future agenda, And if there is no further business on the agenda, without objection, we are adjourned. Oh, I'm sorry, I see your hand there, Mayor Pro Tem, go ahead.
Oh, too late. We already adjourned. No, I'm just kidding. So, no, I just wanted to take a moment to thank our public works staff. Coincidentally, a number of items on this agenda coincided with a tour that Councilwoman Bettis and I took with our Oxnard Youth Academy a few weeks back, and we went to environmental resources, the wastewater treatment facility, and the AWPF. And so a couple of these items just connected dots because it was so fresh in my mind, the comprehensive tour they gave the students. So I just want to thank them again for their work on that, but also refreshing my my knowledge and understanding of all of these moving parts to our public works systems. So thank you very much, Mr. Wolf and Mr. Beeman and Mr. Yanez and all of your team.
You're welcome. Hope we inspired some new public works employees. So.
And I just want to echo, I really do appreciate the reports. I know a lot of work goes into them, and I appreciate reading them. It really makes our job a lot easier, and they're right in line with at least my personal priorities to be a very efficient city and moving forward to modernize our city. So thank you for the work. Thank you very much. We are hereby adjourned. Thank you.